Good morning to everyone for this morning meditation. Buongiorno a tutti per questa meditazione. Possiamo iniziare alzandoci tutti insieme la Kundalini. Vediamoci 7 bande. We can rise our Kundalini a big bundle. E Namaskar Srimataji. We can relax, close our eyes, and put our attention in the middle part and on our head. Possiamo chiudere gli occhi, rilassarci, portare l'attenzione sul canale centrale e sopra la nostra testa. Facciamo qualche respiro profondo, rilassiamo i nostri pensieri. We can breathe deeply and relax our mind, our thoughts. We start praying our Mother Kundalini to sustain and help us during our meditation. Possiamo pregare la nostra Madre Kundalini di sostenere la nostra meditazione. Put our attention on Muladhara chakra and we put our hands on Mother Earth. Portiamo l'attenzione sul nostro Muladhara chakra, portiamo entrambe le mani verso la terra. Mother Earth, please absorb and sustain our system. Madre Terra, per favore, assorbi e sostieni, assorbi tutte le pesantezze del nostro sistema e sostieni la nostra meditazione. We can say for 3 times Shri Ganesha mantra. Recitiamo 3 volte il mantra Shri Ganesha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. We also say the same position a mantra to Shri Adibuni Devi to thank her for all the work that she do every day, because she absorbs all our negativity and she always gives us too much love e sostegno. Nella stessa posizione mettiamo l'attenzione sulla Madre Terra, la ringraziamo per essere il nostro sostegno ogni giorno, per il suo potere di assorbire tutte le nostre negatività e per essere così compassionevole e piena d'amore da continuare a donarci sempre il sostentamento, tutto quello che ci serve. Shri Adibuni Devi Mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adibuni Devi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Now we can put our left hand on the leg and put our attention on left side part. Portiamo la mano sinistra sul ginocchio e portiamo l'attenzione sul canale sinistro. Mother, please clean our left side, remove all the negativity in this channel and help us to be in the center part. Remove our lethargic state, our fear, all things that couldn't help us to be in the center. Madre Kundalini, per favore, assorbi ed elimina tutte le pesantezze nel mio canale sinistro, tutto ciò che mi rende una persona letargica, che mi impedisce di essere nel centro. We can say for 3 times the Bija mantra for the left channel, that is the sound A. We can say for 3 times. Ora possiamo recitare per 3 volte il Bija mantra del canale sinistro. Sono A. Now we can say the mantra from left channel. Shri Mahakali Bhairava. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Now we can put our right hand on the neck and put our left hand near the here and put our attention on right side. Ora possiamo portare la mano destra sul ginocchio e la mano sinistra rivolta verso la spalla all'altezza dell'orecchio. E purifichiamo il canale destro. Mother, please clean our right side, absorb all our overactivity, mental, physically, and help us to put our attention in the center. Remove all our reaction outside and inside of us. Madre Kundalini, per favore, assorbi ed elimina tutte le negatività dal nostro lato destro, tutta la nostra iperattività fisica e mentale, tutte le nostre reattività interiori ed esteriori. E aiutaci a tenere l'attenzione sul canale centrale. We can say for the right channel the Bija mantra, the sound U, and we can say for 3 times. Possiamo ora recitare per 3 volte il Bija mantra del canale destro, la lettera U, il suono U. We can say the mantra for right side. Shri Mahasaraswati Anumana. Possiamo recitare il mantra del lato destro. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahasaraswati Hanumana Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Now we can put our hand on the leg and put our attention on our center part. We can help our Kundalini from the Muladhara chakra to our head to rise with our right hand very slowly. Mother Kundalini, please come into my heart and into my head. Sustain our meditation. Remove all the obstacles to our meditation. Possiamo aiutare la nostra Kundalini con la mano destra lungo il canale centrale a salire fino sopra la nostra testa. Madre, per favore, vieni nel nostro cuore e sulla nostra testa e sostieni la nostra meditazione. Rimuovi tutti i pensieri. Now we can say the Vishwa mantra for that chant. That is the sound Ora possiamo recitare il Vishwa mantra del canale centrale che è il suono for 3 times. Now we can say the mantra for the central channel, Shri Mahalakshmi. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Now we want to establish our Kundalini on our head. So we can say for 3 times the mantra Om, the primordial sound. Ora possiamo stabilizzare la Kundalini sopra la nostra testa e possiamo recitare per 3 volte insieme il mantra Om. Now we can put our right hand on our heart, on left heart. Mother, please come into our heart. Possiamo portare la mano destra sul cuore, sul lato sinistro e anche la nostra attenzione. Madre, per favore, vieni nel nostro cuore. Please remove all the fears, all the obstacles to manifest our spirit. Madre, per favore, rimuovi tutti gli ostacoli che impediscono di manifestare il nostro spirito. thus our love to spread all over the world. Permette al nostro amore di potersi espandere in tutto il mondo. Please allow us to be your instrument of love. Madre, per favore, permettici di essere i tuoi strumenti di amore, per diffondere l'amore in tutto il mondo. Sachidananda Rupam Shivoham Shivoham Sachidananda Rupam Shivoham Shivoham Sachidananda Rupam Shivoham Shivoham Sachidananda Rupam Shivoham 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 Shivoham. Now we can raise our attention on our left Vishwa. You can touch it. Mother, please remove all our fears and all our thoughts that say us that we are not able to be the Spirit. Madre, per favore, vieni nel nostro Vishwa di sinistro. Rimuovi tutti i pensieri, tutte le nostre paure che ci impediscono di essere e manifestare il nostro spirito. Remove all our sense of guilt. Rimuovi tutti i nostri sensi di colpa. And please let us to be your instrument to spread the truth. Madre, per favore, rimuovi tutti i sensi di colpa e fa che io possa essere uno strumento per diffondere la verità. Mother, please let us to manifest our dignity. Madre, per favore, permettici di manifestare tutta la nostra dignità. We are not guilty. Non siamo colpevoli di nulla. Mother, we are not guilty. Mother, Madre, non siamo colpevoli di nulla. Mother, please remove all the negativity, all the obstacles in that chakra. Madre, per favore, rimuovi tutte le negatività, tutti gli ostacoli a questo chakra. We can say Shri Vishnu Maya Mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vishnu Maya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. We can put our attention and our hand on our Ajna chakra. Possiamo portare la nostra attenzione anche la mano sull'Ajna chakra. Mother, please remove all our thoughts, our conditioning, our activity. Madre, per favore, rimuovi tutti i condizionamenti, tutta la nostra reattività. Let us to be very compassionate person. Madre, per favore, rendici una persona compassionevole. Help us to forgive others and also ourselves. Madre, per favore, aiutaci a perdonare gli altri e anche noi stessi. We can say Shri Jesus Christ mantra. Mantra Shri Gesù Cristo. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Yeshu Krista Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Now we can put our attention on back Agnya. The back of our head. We can put also our hand there. Possiamo portare la mano sul nostro back Agnya. We pray Shri Ganesha to forgive us for all our sins, all things that we do against our spirit and our evolution. Preghiamo Shri Ganesha di perdonarci per tutti i peccati, gli errori commessi contro il nostro spirito. Mother, please forgive us. Madre, per favore, perdonaci. We do all that things because we didn't have the knowledge, we didn't have the truth. Madre, per favore, perdonaci in quanto non eravamo consapevoli, non avevamo ancora ricevuto la verità. Please forgive us. Shri Ganesha Mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Now we can have our Kundalini to establish on our head. The right hand help us Kundalini to establish on our Sahasrara chakra very slowly with all the tension in our central heart. Possiamo aiutare la Kundalini a salire lungo il canale centrale e pregarla di stabilizzarsi sopra il nostro Sahasrara. Mother, please establish the silence in ourselves. Madre, per favore, stabilizza il silenzio dentro di noi. The peace, la pace. The depth of Shiva, la profondità di Shiva. Jis Satchitanand, colui che è Satchitanand. We can enjoy some time the silence inside of us and the meditation. Possiamo gioire per qualche attimo, qualche minuto del silenzio dentro di noi. Kundalini, Kundalini, Nirmala Mataji, Nirmala Shakti, Bhagavati, Nirmal Bhakti, Adi Shakti, Nirmala Devi, Mataji, Kundalini, Kundalini, Nirmala Mataji, Nirmala Shakti, Bhagavati, Nirmal Bhakti, Adi Shakti, Nirmala Devi, Nirmala Mataji, Kundalini, Kundalini, Nirmala Mataji, Nirmala Shakti, to preserve our meditation, we can say only one time to close our meditation and to establish another time the sound Om. Ora per stabilizzare dentro di noi la meditazione possiamo recitare un'unica volta il mantra Om. Ognuno con i propri tempi possiamo aprire gli occhi, alzarci la Kundalini e darci 7 bande e poi vedere il video. Now we can open our eyes and give Bandhan and we can see the video after that meditation. I want to thank you to be with me this morning because I really feel all of you in my heart. Volevo ringraziarvi perché attraverso questa meditazione ho proprio sentito una forte connessione con tutti voi. Rishnataci.
बोलो महावीर साक्षात श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देवी की जय।
साड़ी इसी तरह बड़ा लग रहा है। We got this. I think they should bring all these together. It's better.
Are they closer?
Yes, closer.
Where would you like me
It's
to
good.
sit? Just find a space. And these?
Sorry, I don't think I need it. My spectacles I gave. Sorry. Come close.
Come forward a bit more. ऐसे पानी वगैरह है?
थोड़ा जवळ द्यायला पाहिजे. बरे याचं ते कनेक्शन झालं का टेपचं कनेक्शन? Today we are going to celebrate the birthday of Mahavira. Mahavira is the incarnation of Bhairavnath, or you call him at Saint Michael. Now these two saints, as you know, one is the Gabriel Hanumana and another is Saint Michael. One is placed on the Pingala Nadi and another one, Saint Michael, on the Ida Nadi. So, Mahavira had to go through lots of search. Of course, he was a angel, but came as human being. And he had to find out the thing of the left side and how the left side acts. It's a very complicated thing, left side. Is much more complicated than right side. On the left side, we have also 7 nadis. And these 7 nadis are placed one after another. They are described in books and given different names to them. Now these 7 nadis that are on the left side, as you know, they cater to our past. See, for example, every moment becomes a past. Every present becomes a past. Then we have past of this lifetime. And also we have past of our previous lives. Then all the past is built in within us since our creation. So all these psychosomatic diseases, as you know, are only triggered by the entities that appear from the left side. For a person, supposing he is suffering, say, from liver trouble, and suddenly he is attacked from the left side, especially Muladhara, and any left side, left navi. Because Muladhara is the only one that is connected with the left side, Ida Nadi, and the right side, Pingala Nadi, is connected to Swadhisthana. So the problems of Muladhara are really beyond the reach of human beings. And when it is attacked, any one of these chakras on the left hand side, then psychosomatic diseases occur into human beings. As I have told you many times, now this is the center, this is another center, left and right. They are on top of each other. Using the right side too much goes up to a point and suddenly something happens on the left, triggers. So all diseases, say even diabetes, is due to the psychosomatic effect. A person who is very hard working, thinks too much, very right-sided, suddenly something happens, maybe also he might inherit that diabetes because of the past, and it triggers and you get this psychosomatic problem. Now this psychosomatic problem is only cured if you know was the problem of the left side. So Mahavira went quite deep onto the left side. Why I said it's difficult, the left side, is because when you start moving on the left side, the movement becomes linear, of course, but it moves downward. While the movement on the right side moves upward. So the movement goes down like that. And then it coils up, forms coils. And you go on moving with it, so you are lost in the coil. But the other one moves upward and the coils are not so many. And because it is upward, it is easy to get out of it. So those people who go to the left, by any chance, by thinking too much about their past, crying about themselves and always complaining, are more difficult than the people on the right side. But the right side people are troublesome to others, while the left side people are troublesome to themselves. That's how this left side was to be found out properly, was done by Mahavira. Of course he knew also, I think, all about it. So he has mentioned practically in details lots of things that can happen to a person who goes to the left side. He gave the idea of hell. He also described 7 types of hell. I mean, it's so horrible that I don't want to tell you what is hell is. It's horrifyingly cruel, horrifyingly joyless, and horrifyingly so repulsive that you hate yourself when you understand you have committed this mistake, you have committed this path, this sin, and then what is the result? What you get, the punishment part. Mahavira worked it out, everything. He has given in all details what sort of punishment is due to a human being who tries to be left-sided. Also he has given about the person who is right-sided, but not to that extent, because he had to deal with the combination, but mostly with the left side. Now I have told many people before, and here also I perhaps maybe, that there is a soul that is made out of the causal bodies of all the 5 elements. The causal, say for example, of the earth is fragrance. So this soul, which is made of the 5 causal bodies and your sentence, plus we can say also it has got the control over the parasympathetic. It sits on the spinal cord from outside and activates the parasympathetic nervous system. So it has a connection with every center. Now this is the soul when we die, with the Kundalini and our spirit goes into the sky. And it is the soul that guides now the movement of our being, whatever is left now, into a new being, and that's how it works out. So everything that we have done so far is recorded in that soul. When you were asking me whether we see some sort of round things, you see, lying together, what is that? I told you this is the dead soul. And now they have found out what I have told them. Because, see, when a person dies, a soul shows you, like even now you can see, round things. There could be many, there could be one, a string. And they saw it under microscope when I told them that the soul within us is reflected on the cell, which is the reflector of every cell. So the part of the cell which is the reflector, which is placed on one side of the cell, also has this soul reflected, and the main soul which is on the back controls that reflected soul which looks after every cell. Now they have found out that there is in that reflector this kind of 7 loops. 7 loops because it sits on the 7 chakras and the Muladhara. Now what he found out that when people die, then some of the souls are born again just after a few days. And these people are just very ordinary type. That's how we brought in a kind of category. So there are the people who have died, they are of a category, one category, where they exist for a very short time in the collective subconscious, and then they take their rebirth. They are very ordinary people, aimless, useless people. But there are some souls, when they die, they just hang in the air, and they are just waiting to find out somebody who will fulfill their desires which are not yet fulfilled. Like there's a drunkard, and a drunkard can join another human being who is living who would like to drink. So once he starts getting this So once it starts getting into the habit of drinking, some of these souls can just jump on that person. And when they jump on that person, they can make him a real drunkard. I remember of a lady who was a very short, petite person, came from Cuba. I in America when I went first. And she told me that she is very sick of herself. Her husband told me that she can take 1 whiskey bottle full, neat sometimes. Looked at her, such a little thing, I said, how can she do it? So I put a bandhan on her, and I saw a huge, big Negro standing behind her. So I said, do you know some Negro? Immediately she jumped on me. She said, Mother, you see that one? You see that one? That's the one who drinks, not me. Of course, I cured her, and after that she gave up drinking completely. So, whenever you start getting into a habit in a bad way, you lose complete control of yourself, and a spirit sits on you and it controls you. And when it controls you, You do not know how to get rid of any habit. That's why it's difficult to get rid of habits. Now, in Sahaja Yoga, when the Kundalini rises, what happens? That the spirits, these dead spirits, leave you and you become alright and you give up. That's how it works. I would say that all this Mahavira did not tell, nor did he find out all these things, because he was not a scientist, I think, or I don't know why. But what he has talked about is the hell. And he has said that if you do this kind of a thing in your lifetime, then what kind of a hell you will get. And he has described the hell in a very, I should say, openly and in a very detailed manner. And it's really horrible to know that a human being who thinks no of himself ultimately will get to that kind of a hell, and some are permanently doomed to be there. But as incarnations take birth, also these devils, some of them who are completely doomed to live in hell, also take their birth. And when they take their birth, they try to trouble us. And they can take birth as you know, as our gurus and things and everything is happening now. You find it how these people are taking their birth and how they are misleading us. How they are using the left sadhisthana, or we can call it the left side, just to immobilize us completely. So when a person is possessed, as you must have seen, a person gets possessed, he cannot feel vibrations. There are all kinds of symptoms about such a person. But in Sahaja Yoga, what do we do? Is to take the name of Mahavira. Because Mahavira runs all the way on the Idanadi and comes and stays here unto the, we can say, the point which is for our superior. And it sees, controls, looks out, cleanses, and does all that is required to put a person right after surgery. So we have to be really very thankful to him for doing this kind of work which is very filthy and dirty, because these people don't mind even sitting in the bathroom, that we can say, or sitting with everything and meditating. They can do anything. They are very dirty people, absolutely dirty. When they become tantrikas, they try all kinds of dirty things, and with that they actually create a problem between themselves and the God. Say they'll go to a temple of a goddess and start misbehaving with a woman there. So the goddess will disappear. And once the goddess disappears in that area, they call all these booths from the left side. So now we have all these souls which are lying, hanging in the air, trying to come back to a conscious thing and to possess someone.